Cade, what do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animations.
Well, it probably wasn't easy getting that dressed up, but now the real work begins as they get set to defend their home court. It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Carmelo Anthony.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Russell Westbrook has passed the great Oscar Robertson for first overall in career triple-doubles. Westbrook says, "I just do what you need to do in order to win. My job is to do everything. That's what I do night in and night out, and no..."
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. Now the starting group for Orlando. Guard set is Fultz and Suggs. Carter out there with Mohamed Bamba. And it's Okiki in at the 3. Here we go. And for the Lakers, they've got LeBron James. Russell Westbrook out there with Monk. Then it's Anthony. And it's Davis in at the center. Inside. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved. And it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
A nice shot by Okiki.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, LeBron James is clearly a tremendously talented passer. When a guy is open, he'll get him the ball.
Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
To the middle, here's Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Bamba's got 6 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Los Angeles on D. It's a 3-point game. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here.
this first half. Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Anthony left side. James outside. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Davis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, Davis, so dominant, so strong, so athletic, so skilled. He got everything he wanted right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He was extremely sharp at the free throw line in their last outing.
And it helped them get a narrow win. They needed every one of those points he got from the line.
Now here's Anthony. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. The dive for the ball. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Isaac against LeBron. Steps back and shoots. Orlando gets it back. Second shot opportunity. And there's the pass to Ross. Pass to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. And finally they hit one.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's James. And again, no good by the Lakers. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Magic. They lead by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
So on the floor for Orlando, Terrence Ross is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Gary Harris. Then it's Anthony. And it's Wagner in at the center filling out the middle. Westbrook against Anthony. From 17 feet out, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped a game in this series last year.
You know, it was 1-1 split from two teams on the opposite side of the standings. You know, as we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
And here is Harris. Following the three-pointer by Malik Monk. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Okeke comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Suggs, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Cole Anthony. And it's Suggs missing. And so it's the Lakers with it. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Monk's shot's good. And the NBA shifting the rules. We're seeing record-setting scoring. But, Clark, some think the officiating has shifted too far in the offense's favor. What do you think?
Well, I can certainly understand that sentiment, Kevin. It has created a circumstance where the offense does have the upper hand. That's always been the case, but it's tilted more so that way. But I think it's good for the game. Basketball is a contact game, but it's not a wrestling match. So I don't have a problem with the way the game is officiated as it is right now.
The Magic trail by 4. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anthony. Horton Tucker comes in for James. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook. Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Lakers. For Orlando, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Fultz. And here is Bamba. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And here's Los Angeles. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Horton Tucker, the pass to Nunn. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. To the left wing. Here's Fultz. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And, you know, Fultz has a nice feel for when to let the mid-range J go. I mean, showing a real desire to make this a deadly part of his game.
Here's Horton Tucker. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. And there's Fultz on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Horton Tucker. That shot, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles.
Carmelo, first half in the books. What do you need to focus on in the second half to get this win?
Just communication and trusting one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down, get going some way, somehow.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Looking at the Lakers, Kenny, how'd you see it?
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Malik Monk.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
So with LeBron on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. They've got Howard. Lee out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Horton Tucker in at the power forward. And Talen Horton Tucker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Damian Lee. Here's Okeke. And here's Fultz. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, Fultz plays bigger than his size down low, guys. Outstanding at using his body to draw contact.
Orlando shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Augustine comes in for Bradley. And a switcher also for Orlando. Anthony's checked in.
Well, the long stride there gets Davis inside quickly, and the defense really unprepared to deal with him, and he gets to his shot.
Now Fultz. 8 points for him. No good from 11 feet. Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Fultz. It's tipped.
Excellent timing that time from Fultz. And I like the edge that he plays defense with. That's impressive for a young guy.
Now here's Anthony. Rebounded by Howard.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Well, one of us here knows Cole Anthony quite well. The guy to my side here, Greg, his dad. Care to share with us a story about your son playing hoops growing up?
Well, I tell you one thing. He's always had that belief, that inner belief in himself and his abilities. And that's something that started early on in his life. And honestly, that's when I knew he had a chance to be a really good player.
And Los Angeles with some changes. LeBron comes in for Horton Tucker. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Augustine. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wagner's checked in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Wendell Carter. Terrence Ross is checked in for Okeke. And it's Gary Harris in for Markelle Fultz. Now here's Anthony. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Pass to Ross. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Ross has got it all tied up now for the Magic.
And that's a case where this deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
Now here's James. No good on the three.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And there's the drive.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Anthony, the pass to Isaac. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Dwight Howard. The Magic shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game.
Jonathan Isaac.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, right now for me, it's all about confidence as it relates to Isaac. I mean, this guy has the tools to be special. I think he just needs to be more consistent.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Lopez comes in for Terrence Ross. And it's Suggs in for Gary Harris. Here's Reeves. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. They get it back. Howard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Howard has an incredible knack for knowing where to be when shots go up. Such a strong sense of how to get to miss shots.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. No good on the free throw.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the second from the line.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Tie game in Los Angeles. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, and the wings, Suggs and Isaac. Javi Lopez out there with Fonte. And it's Anthony in at the point.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
At the line for the Magic, Cole Anthony.
And the first one at the line is good. The Magic making a switch here. Okiki's checked in. So Anthony nails both of them.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Now here's Anthony. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for the Magic. Markelle Fultz comes in for Anthony. Orlando leading. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Bamba passes to Okiki. Orlando moving the ball around. Bamba inside. James covering.
You know, LeBron affected that shot, and his defense doesn't get quite the height that his offense does, but over his career, he's been a consistent, aggressive defender on a lot of possessions.
And breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Magic.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Now here's LeBron. And the dunk by James.
James throwing it down with that power dunk. You know, the defense can't allow him to get what he wants inside because that's easy pickings for LeBron.
Out to the right wing. And finished off by Fultz.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now, here's Fultz. Shot clock at 5. Now, here's Suggs. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
1 for 3. It's rebounded by Fultz. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. Pass to Suggs. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. The Lakers with the rebound. Westbrook passes to LeBron. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
Orlando, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Knocked loose. Westbrook against Carter. Westbrook drives in. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Orlando now. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Anthony's checked in for Fultz. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're up by 1. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Markelle Fultz.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. He really got after them. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're down by 1. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
$16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's LeBron. Got it!
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
The pass to Okeke. It's in!
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's LeBron. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure